Hi guys, and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to talk about my July favorites. Yay! I actually have two books this month I want to talk about just because they're so different from each other and I just felt like talking about both of them. They both touched me in so different ways, so I need to mention both of them, and neither of them are going to be in my wrap-up because they are books for different things that will be in other wrap-ups, so that's also nice. The first book is Royal Assassin by Robin Hobb. This is the second book in the Farseer trilogy. I read this for my God of Things for Summer reading challenge and it was so good. Oh my god, I read the first book in the beginning of 2017, so it's a long time ago now, and I finally continued this series. The series follows Fitz, who is the son of the crown prince in the Six Duchies, which is the land in this world. She has written over 10 or 15 books set in the realm of the Elder Rings series, and this is like the first series in that big series. It has a slow pace. It's written so well. I cannot believe Robin Hobb in words. I have never read anything so good with words, and even though it's slow going, it's so worth it because every moment is so precious. I have heard mixed things about the last book, so I am kind of nervous about it, but I absolutely love this and I definitely do recommend the series if you're hesitant to pick it up. I'm just saying that it's a bit slow going, but it's so worth it because that's the style of the book. I loved it even more than the first one because I just felt right through the story. I didn't want to put it down and it just felt so magical and wonderful, but at the same time really dark because a lot of dark things happen in this one. The writing though, the writing, and as I said, I recommend this so much and I gave this 5 stars. I don't give 5 stars often, but here we are. Other book I read is called Chasing Summer by Patricia Juraras. I don't have a copy, so I'm gonna put a picture of myself holding a copy just because there's no pictures of this book because it's self-published. It is also a fanfiction, a rare fanfiction, and I also read this for God of Things for Summer reading challenge. It is a fanfiction of Areri from Attack on Titan, absolute babes, but even if you don't think about it as a fanfiction, but it is, but if you don't think about it, it's a beautiful story. It's just, she used names and characters from the books and they have similar personalities, but you could basically change out all the names and it would be its own story. I'm not joking because it's imaginative and it's inspired by Attack on Titan, yes. It's great because you can imagine Areri kissing each other, of course, and that is amazing, but I'm just saying that it's really good and that it could be its own story, which is a compliment. This one follows Levi, who lives in this really small town and he basically hates it there and he's looking forward to graduate from high school and finally leave this town until Eren moves to this town and basically they fall completely in love with each other. But Eren has this lung disease, so he don't get enough oxygen down to his lungs. It was such a beautiful story and it was sad as well, but it was beautiful, and I found this really nice quote in this book and I wrote it down. I never write down quotes anymore, but I'm gonna read it to you now and I'm gonna try to do my best to not sound like a poop head. I always remember the summer that presented to me my first love. I hold it in my heart like a flame. You had to know that even after he was gone, I will always be chasing summer. I mean, it was sort of a spoiler-ish, but not really because it is sort of obvious from the synopsis, but I just love how she used the title in that quote and it just makes sense why the book has the title, and it was just beautiful and I'm dead. This book killed me, by the way. It killed me in so many ways, and I read it on a plane, most of it, and it was horrible because I was crying, yay. I didn't really watch a movie that I want to talk about. Like, I watched some movies, but none of them I liked enough. Not just to call it my favorite, because it doesn't need to be a favorite, it just needs to be something I really enjoyed. But I can't really come up with anything I enjoyed enough to talk about. But I have some series I want to talk about. The first one is a Korean drama, and this one is called A Korean Odyssey, and it is great. have not watched a lot of Korean dramas. This is my second one. This follows Yoon Sun-mi, who as a kid and growing up, she can see evil spirits or demons, and they have always scared her, and people always think she brings bad luck because she always freaks out and stuff, but it's really the demons doing mean things. She's always been living in sort of an isolation because of that. We also have Son Oh-gong, which Yoon Soo-mi frees by accident, and he is a god, I would say, or he is really, really powerful person with powers, and she frees him from his prison by accident. For her to free him, he promised he would protect her every time she calls his name, but he makes sure that she cannot remember his name, and then years later we meet them again, and the story sort of starts from there. There's also other great characters. It's so much cute love story moments between Son Oh-gong and Yoon Soo-mi, and I'm dead. I mean, more things happen. So many things happen. I can't even wrap my head around it, and I am only 5 episodes in, and it's like 18 episodes, 19 or 18 episodes, and I'm really excited to continue, but I'm also really scared. The personalities just go so well together. It's just a really great show, and I definitely recommend it. It's funny and a bit dark and romantic, but not overly romantic, and also a tiny bit scary sometimes. Like, if I watched this as a kid, I would probably be scared. The next thing I want to talk about is Attack on Titan Season 3, and this is all I have to say. Kenny! And I'm just dead. It's about humanity in the future, where Titans have eaten most of humanity, and it's about humanity's struggle to survive. But suddenly in the season 3, it's not only Titans that are enemies, but other humans. It suddenly became really political, and I approve. It's really interesting. It gives more weight to the story, and I just love it. I love it so much. I'm gonna die. Other things in July, I haven't been doing much. I'm lazy, okay? I play World of Warcraft again. I started again, but I had a rep grind. A rep grind is sort of like you play in one place over and over so they will like you. You do quests there and they will like you. They give you representation for that place, and if you had enough representation for certain places, you get new allied races because of the new expansion. And I finally have both Void Elf and Lightforged Draenei, and I was so happy because it took such a long time, and suddenly I get so much rep in like 1 week, and then I was done, and I'm so happy. And I'm gonna show you a picture of my Draenei and my Void Elf, because I think my Void Elf especially looks so good, and I'm stupid and I know it. I haven't been playing much on them because I've been doing BookTubeathon and other things. Next week, Battle for Azeroth is coming, so that was sort of fun to achieve. It was like one of my favorite happenings in this month. It's a really nerdy thing to be excited about, but what's wrong being a nerd, huh? And the last thing I could mention is BookTubeathon. It started in July, the last 2 days of July, and then went on into August, and I absolutely loved it, and it was super fun. But I have done a vlog and a wrap up, so I recommend you watching those if you want to get my full BookTubeathon experience. But it was amazing. Maybe one day I'll do the video challenges, but I'm a banana, so who knows when I'm gonna happen. That's a lie, I'm a plum. That's all the things I wanted to talk about the month of July. Thank you so much for watching this video where I just basically fangirl, and you will see me soon in a new one. Bye!